Hey guys, this is BW and we're back out in the garage. We're finally getting moving on this Nova. This is actually the second start to this video. Long story short, our computer crashed with the footage of starting this video and I lost all of it. I didn't have a chance to back it up. I didn't think the computer was going to crash. But anyway, we got a new computer. We got this new GoPro. We're back in business. So let's get rolling. The good news is I did put out shorts so that most of the people that follow our channel is already aware. We pulled the rear out of the car, got the exhaust out. That part's still in this video, and the drive shaft. The parts that are missing are under here is that we were just gonna patch the frame rails to the car back here in the back, but we learned when we jacked it up that we tried to put the jack stand underneath this frame rail and it went right through, so it's all rotted out down through here. So we ordered new frame rails. They're here. And now what we're going to do is just get this trunk cut out and we're going to pull the frame rails and all. Now down through here it's going to be a little more difficult and entailed getting the frame rails removed, breaking all the spot welds and everything like that. And the same thing through here and at the wheel wells. But we're going to take a Sawzall and we're going to just cut big sections of it out so that we can get real close to where we need to be, and then we'll work on the spot welds and cleaning up those areas and making them really nice. All right guys, well, it's the next day. We're going to continue on with the Nova. I want to work on getting the exhaust out. It's a little late in the day. I had a bunch of stuff I had to get done, plus our other GoPro took a crap, so Kim and I ran to Costco and got this one. Looks like it's pretty cool. It's a lot bigger, I guess, than the other one, the 8 we had. Now this one's an 11. I don't know, but anyway, I got to get this exhaust out of the way so that we can work on cutting this back out. I got all the collector bolts out on the driver's side and I got one of them out on the passenger side. We're gonna have to melt the other 2 out. Everything was 5/16 bolts except 2 on this passenger side. I guess that's all the guy had. He put 2 of the 3/8 bolts in, and the 9/16 head is like right up against the wall with the collector, so I'm having a hard time getting anything to stay on there to get it off. So I'm just gonna melt them off for now. We got the exhaust stripped out of there, got it out in one piece. The only thing that was holding that in there was these hangers on the end and the collector bolts. And maybe I add something in the middle, I don't know, we'll see. But there you go. Now we got to work on getting all these odds and ends out from underneath here. We got to get these shocks, or whatever you want to call them, springy shock struts or whatever. There's only 2 bolts on each side. Let me get those off. These bumper guards, or whatever you want to call them, for when the rear travel or all that, they're pretty rotty, but we'll take those off. See if I can get some of those, but we'll get them off for now. And I got to get this other gas tank strap off, and then we're going to be pretty much ready to cut this mess out. One. I really need to get some extensions. That one broke off. I'm all right with that. I don't care. We get new hardware anyway. Probably these shocks don't look old. They're got a little surface rust on them, but they don't look old. So we'll see. Before we go over there, let's get these bumper stops off. There we go. Yeah. See, these are they're pretty beat, but we'll see if we can get some new ones. But get them off of there so we don't catch them on fire or anything. All right. And then we got this fuel line bracket right here. Might as well pull that off while we're sitting here. I'll just let that kind of lay here. It's not hurting anything. All right, let it lay here with the emergency brake cable. I don't know if these cables are any good or not. We'll find out. They move in and out of the sleeve pretty nice. So I think they're not the beautiful thing to look at, but I think they're functional. All right, let's go over to the other side. Bring you guys with me. I keep turning this thing on and off. Clip, 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 clip. All right, let's see there. All right, there we are. I'll set you guys up right there. I hope you can see something. I don't know. I like hanging out with you guys. You guys are new, checking out the channel. We're live every Friday night. We like to shoot the breeze. Everybody's welcome. All right, that one broke off too, guys. That's all right by me. All right, that one come out. Get them out of the way. Get this bumper. We might have to go put that in a vise to get that bolt out of there. There we go, come out. That one's kind of screwed up. Whew. Got a mouthful of dirt on that one, guys. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta strategically figure out how we're gonna cut this out. All right, guys, we're rapidly losing daylight. I gotta go in and get cleaned up. Yeah, I gotta clean up out here first. It's already a mess. But I drilled holes in that bar, and this is just a visual of what I'm gonna do. Just to locate the new frame rails. I drilled a bolt for the bumper bracket. All right, and now and we bolted it on. And now what we're gonna do is, like I said, we're just any piece of scrap. We're just gonna put from the quarter panel to this bar and weld it just to hold it for now on both sides. Then we'll take the bolts out, and that's just to locate the frame rails and the bumper bracket so everything goes back in the same area as where it was, because like I said, we're cutting these frame rails out. All right, guys, you can see I got the real junky tacked in, the little brace we talked about, and that's going to help us locate the new frame rails whenever we go to put them in. It's not level, it's about an 1/8 inch out, but the holes are directly in the middle, so it must be a little tiny sacked out or something, I don't know, but we're close enough to where we know where our frame rails need to be. All right, and as you can see, they're here, they're on top of the Nova. So that's good news. All right, let's get this thing cut out. right, guys, well, as you see, it came out. It fought me around this shock mount right here. Those plates are really thick there, and I had some rot on that side, and it helped us. This side here, it was pretty solid right in this one corner, and man, it fought me a little bit. But hey, look, it's out. Now, we still got a lot of work to do in here. These are the trunk drop downs. Now you can plainly see how they patched it in there. We got new trunk drop downs. We're got to put those on after we put the quarter, when we pull the quarters off, we'll put those on. So we just got to get those out nice and clean. And that we got a patch job. You can see it's rotted for about 2-3 inches up on that inner fender well right there. This side's pretty solid at the wheel well there, but that side is pretty rotten. Now I'm gonna have to chisel that and get all the rest of the frame rails out, and then very carefully take that apart right down there where the front of the floor goes. And I think it's going to come out pretty nice. I'm just going to chip away at it. I'm not in a giant hurry here. We're going to make it really nice, and I'm going to take my time and get it done right. Right now I'm just going to clean up and head in the house and see what we got on here so far. Like I said, you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I lost a little bit of footage, and we're going to fix this video up the best we can. Alright, so that's where I'm at. I got to vacuum up. I'm even going to vacuum the top of this so I can flip it over without making a mess, because I'm going to cut it in half for trash men, so they don't have to try to muscle this big one every piece. So that's what we got going on. Alright, hey guys, well, it's the next day and we're still working at this trunk pan. We're going to start getting all the really hard spots out. I figured I'd bring you guys in, show you what I'm doing, and we'll take it from there. Let's take a look, see here. I did one so I could make it short earlier, just to show you guys. I feel like the best way to attack this job is to take the rest of the frame rails out first. So we got to find all the spot welds, and we're going to drill them out and chisel them, air chisel them off on both sides. And once I get these frame rails out on both sides, we'll work on getting the rest of this trunk pan out of this side. We got a couple patches we're going to have to put into the main floor back here. I can see a little bit of rust underneath this frame rail and this one. It was all right here, but that's no big deal. We got to do a patch job over here. Right now we just want to get all the pieces out, and then we'll attack and patch whatever we got to patch to get ready to put the new trunk pan in. I've already got this drop down off and separated from the quarter. I cut the bottom of the quarter. I'll probably do the same thing on this one just to get it out of there, and we'll take it from there. But you know, that's what we got going on. It's totally rotted out right here, and that is the anchor point for the rear seat belt. Bring you in and show you. So we'll have to rebuild all that. I think we'll just cut it clean with a grinder just around that area, because we're going to have to weld a piece of plate onto our new frame rail and then cover that plate with the patch. You guys can see, I don't know how well you can see, it's not real well lit in here, but and the other side's just as bad. It's all rotted around there, so we'll get that taken care of. Figured I'd just show you that real quick. That's just another thing to add to the rotted out Nova list. right, well, we got it off, and boy, oh boy, we got some thin metal through here. We're gonna have to fix up a little bit. It's pretty good here, but right in here, especially look how thin it is where the emergency brake bolt was. It was just a rotted mess. All right, but we got that out. So what I did was down the bottom here, I took the grinder and I just scarfed the line to kind of like know where the center of it is. So we're close. But now I'm gonna have to, you know, keep working. I want to get this side off next, and then we'll take this big hunk of trunk out here. And you know, after we get everything out, we'll concentrate on making our repairs. All right, guys, well, we got both frame rails out, and I started to try to take the leftover trunk piece out, and it's fighting me pretty bad. You can see the one rest of the frame rail there, and the other one here. This one was really rotted from the driver's side. I couldn't get the seatbelt bolt out, so I'm going to have to TIG weld a nut on here, and then we'll put the impact on it and get it out and save the seatbelt. But you guys can see how rotty everything is. It's pretty bad. I tell you this, the spot welds going across back there that connect the floor to the trunk pan, they got them on both sides, and I'm actually ripping the metal trying to get it. I think I got all the spot welds on the back side, but there's spot welds underneath here from this side too, and you can see where it ripped the metal a little bit, and the metal's really light right there. We're gonna have to put some big patches there, and the same thing over there. You see where I had to cut the square out, because that's where you have to attach the seat belt plate to the frame rail, and then you put a piece of steel over top of it. But I don't know, I might look at how much a full floor cost on this thing versus trying to do all this nonsense. I'm not sure. I mean, I know we put those patch panels in, but that was kind of a crappy job anyway. So I don't know, I'm going to think about it for tonight. I'm going to pack it in. We're going to drop back and punt tonight, and you know, hey, we're moving right along. I think maybe I'll take a look at how much video footage I have, and we'll go ahead and put this video up so you guys have something to look at, because there's a lot of guys. I put a lot of shorts out, but like some of the guys don't watch the shorts. They, you know, we pulled the rear and the drive shaft and the exhaust, and cut the floor pan out, and all that stuff. And we lost the first 20 minutes of this video whenever I had all that technical difficulties. All right, so if you haven't yet, why don't you consider subscribing to our channel? It doesn't cost you guys a penny. It sure does help me. So until next time, take care, everybody.